Dr. Jim Sharps here from the International Institute of Original Medicine at the IIOM YouTube channel. Welcome. Today we're going to talk about natural remedies for common ailments. I think some of these will surprise you. You're probably familiar with things like ginger for nausea, chamomile tea to kind of help relax you, help you to sleep. But let's talk about some others that you might not be aware of. They're very powerful and they're natural, they're very available. And let's talk about a couple that you might want to add to your repertoire of some common natural remedies. Okay, the first one I want to talk about is aloe vera. Many of you have probably heard of about aloe vera for kind of skin issues and for sunburns and all kinds of skin problems related to sunburn, rashes, etc. But you know, a lot of people aren't familiar with the fact that it's very, very powerful for a whole host of gastrointestinal issues. It really soothes. Not only does it work on the outside, but it also works very well for the lining, the inner lining of that whole gastrointestinal tract. So it helps with reflux, and it helps with colitis, all kinds of irritations on the inside of that whole gastrointestinal system. You can drink it. Now, one of my favorite that's available is George's. You can get a whole gallon of it. It's relatively inexpensive, and just a couple of ounces, depending upon how chronic or acute the issue is. You can do that a couple of ounces 2 to 3 times a day, and it really helps quite a bit for a whole host of gastrointestinal issues, you know, like bloating and gas and things that we just do, you know, sometimes unwittingly to kind of not only burn out ourselves on the skin, but the inner skin as well. And it's very soothing, relaxing, and will kind of help that whole inner lining of the gastrointestinal system. Now, one that's kind of closely associated with that, if you have an ulcer, you might not be aware of this, but cabbage juice is really good. Now, you don't want it has to be fresh cabbage juice, and you don't want to take it straight initially. So you want to take about 6 ounces. You start off with 2 ounces of the fresh cabbage juice with 4 ounces of water, preferably distilled. The first day, the second day, 4 ounces of the cabbage juice and 2 ounces of the distilled water. And then by the third day, you can do the full straight 6 ounces. And you can do that for up to, you know, a week, 10 days, and you'd be amazed. It actually will heal an ulcer. So this is probably something that you weren't aware of. It has very powerful healing effects for the gastrointestinal system, along with aloe vera. Now, another one that you might not be aware of is peppermint. And peppermint is really good for tension headaches. So, you know, you can dilute a little bit of peppermint, the essential oil. doTERRA is the one that I recommend. And you can add it with a carrier oil, like coconut oil is my favorite, but you can use others like almond oil. And you just mix it together, and you just put it on the side of your temples. And it really helps well for cluster headaches and tension headaches. Another natural remedy that you might be aware of is turmeric. Now, you've heard of it as a spice in various curry dishes, but turmeric has an ingredient in it called curcumin, and that's a very powerful anti-inflammatory. So it helps with joint pain, and you can even add some things with it sometimes to enhance its effect. You can add a little bit of touch of cayenne pepper, which will help to penetrate it a little bit better. Again, you can put a little bit of coconut oil with it, or just a little pinch of castor oil, which will help to help you to absorb it better and to boost its absorption. Even a touch of black pepper added to that will help. So the turmeric with a little bit of warm coconut milk, and like I said, a pinch of cayenne and or black pepper. Now, another remedy that's really powerful, and all you need is a little tiny portion of it that you can carry around with you, is oregano oil. And now that it's flu season, you're going to even use it for the beginning parts of COVID to knock it right out. That's how powerful oregano oil is. And so it helps with sinus symptoms. You can gargle with a little bit of it. You can take a few drops. You can put it in a diffuser to kind of put it out in the air. And it really helps open up the nasal passages. And it's a very, very powerful anti-infective. Now, normally you would use 3 to 5 drops, but in acute issues, you can use up to 10 to 15 drops. It's very, very powerful. It's not tasty, but it works really well. So, you know, if you only need 3 to 5 drops, that's fine. But I'm telling you, if you have a serious cold or flu or COVID type symptoms, you'll be very, very happy with the results of oregano oil. I use it as part of my COVID remedy, as a matter of fact, to prevent or reverse it. That's how powerful oregano oil is. And like I said, what's really nice about it, you can just get a little tiny receptacle of it, and you can carry it around with you in the glove compartment of your car, in your purse, in your pocket. And if you start to get the symptom, you can just put a couple of drops under the tongue, and if you do that 2, 3, 4, 5 times during the day, you'll by the time you get home, you could have knocked it right out of your system, whatever bug or whatever ailment there is, or whatever microbe is trying to take advantage of you. And then my last one that I want to talk about is clove oil. Clove oil is very, very powerful. There's an ingredient in clove oil called eugenol. EUGENOL. And eugenol is a natural anesthetic. And so it kind of numbs the nerves, and it's really good if you have a kind of a painful toothache. It works really well. And I'll tell you a quick story. About 2 weeks ago, I had a toothache, and it was on like a Thursday, Friday, and it just so happened the dentist that I do go to get my teeth cleaned and my checkups is not there on Thursday and Friday. So I used it. I said, well, let me get through the weekend. I actually had to do some traveling. I put some on a piece of cotton and saturated it, put it right on my mouth, right next to the tooth, and it went away. The pain went away that day. And I did it one more time over the weekend, and I was going to call that Monday to make an appointment. After that, never came back. This is 2-3 weeks later. So I obviously probably got some food in there. I didn't get it completely flushed out with my pick, with my floss, and it got an infection in there. But it was so powerful. Not only did it numb it, but it killed off. I did take a natural antibiotic, echinacea golden seal, along with it, but it completely took the pain away fairly quickly. And like I said, it just took care of the whole situation. This is 2-3 weeks later. I don't think I'll have to go to the dentist. So anyway, eugenol, that's something that you should have in your natural first aid kit. So hopefully these are some natural remedies that you might find helpful, that you can use for some common issues. And so hopefully this was helpful. Right now, I'd ask you to, if you found these to be helpful, to kind of jingle us below, let us know, and subscribe to our IIOM YouTube channel so we can continue to provide you with good, effective, powerful natural remedies that are part of what I like to call this original medicine, the most powerful system known to man for preventing and reversing all chronic degenerative diseases, to help you to add years to your life and life to your years. So again, hopefully that was helpful. Until I see you next time, bye for now, and God bless.